Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro has ordered the European Union's ambassador to the country to leave within 72 hours. The ultimatum comes after the EU imposed sanctions on several members of the embattled leaders' inner circle. In a speech on state television, Maduro attacked the EU for financial penalties it's placing on members of his government and even offered to help find a flight for the bloc's ambassador, given coronavirus has grounded most of the air travel from the country. Well, let's find out more. Euronews journalist Trent Murray has been following the story and joins us this morning. Trent, look, speaking about the EU, Maduro said publicly in that state television address, if they can't respect Venezuela, then they should leave it. Give us a little bit of context. What's going on here? What are the EU's concerns?
Yeah, well, the United States has really been leading this push to try and oust Nicolas Maduro as president and replace him with Juan Guaido. And the European Union has essentially joined that coalition of countries that are no longer recognising Nicolas Maduro as the leader of the country and would like to see a shift towards a more democratic system to bring in a new president. It's against that backdrop that they are continuing to place sanctions on key officials there. This latest round was brought about after an election commission was set up in Venezuela to oversee upcoming elections. Critics of Nicolas Maduro say that that election commission is stacked with members that are loyal to him and that it will not be a democratic election. So they have now brought in these sanctions against 11 individuals. It brings the total to 36 now that they have sanctions against, and it includes things like asset freezes and travel bans. So Nicolas Maduro, as you say, quite angry at the European Union and their move. He made an outburst, this quite significant outburst, I must say, on state television. I think we've got a clip which we can have a listen to.
¿Quiénes son ellos para sancionar?
Who are they to sanction? Who are they to prevail with threats? Who are they? Enough.
Ya basta.
Trent, you mentioned not only the EU but also the United States putting pressure on Maduro. Despite the sort of mounting, increasing international pressure, he's still hanging on.
Yeah, quite right. I mean, Venezuela has some of the richest oil fields in the world, and yet it has suffered major economic calamity over the past decade under Nicolas Maduro's rule. He has seen slowly but surely more and more countries turn their back on him, but he is hanging on with the support of mostly China, Iran, Cuba and Russia. So with the support there, many people thought he probably would have easily gone when the United States started to lead this push, but he has managed to hang on and he's showing no signs of leaving. Rosie.
Trent, thank you very much.